Okay, so today we're diving deep into something pretty interesting.
That's good.
Yeah. We're going to be looking at this article called New Life Path on Earth
Wow.
by Shawn Wondunna-Foley.
Oh, yeah, I've seen this one.
Yeah, it's a really interesting piece, I think, for a lot of reasons. But one of the things that really drew me to it was the style of writing.
Yeah. How so?
Well, he uses, or I should say the author uses one instead of you.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and it's not like a grammar thing. It's like a stylistic choice,
Yeah.
And I found it really created this kind of interesting sense of like universal potential.
Hmm.
Like it's not just talking to you, it's talking to like everyone on the planet.
Great. That makes sense.
So we're going to kind of break down some of the key ideas in the article and see what we can kind of extract from this unique perspective.
Okay, sounds good.
So the first thing that really jumped out at me, and it's like the first big idea he talks about, is dissolving challenges.
Oh.
So basically, Wondunna-Foley is suggesting that all of our current struggles, like all the stuff we're dealing with right now, is about to kind of melt away
Okay.
as we align with our inner spirit and the flow of the universe.
I see.
And it's all about positivity and optimism being like the key to manifesting what we want in our lives.
Like the power of positive thinking.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But, I have to say, I kind of struggle with that sometimes. Like,
Yeah.
it's easy to say, think positive.
Yeah.
But what about those, like, really, really tough challenges?
Yeah.
That just feel like they won't budge.
Yeah.
Right. Like, do they really just vanish if I change my mindset?
Well, I think that's where the nuance comes in.
Okay.
It's not just about, slapping on a happy face and ignoring reality.
Right.
Wondunna-Foley actually goes a little bit deeper.
Okay.
He's suggesting that by aligning with our true selves,
Okay.
what he calls our spirit,
I see.
we actually tap into a power that can, shift circumstances. He even uses the example of, letting go of the belief that we are separate from the universe.
Right.
Which he argues, kind of opens us up to this support in overcoming obstacles.
Okay, so it's not about denying the challenge. It's about changing our relationship to it.
Exactly. Yeah, it's about shifting our perspective.
And our connection to something bigger than ourselves.
Exactly.
This kind of brings us to the next concept that he talks about, which is trusting the process.
Okay.
So Wondunna-Foley is all about surrendering to the universe's plan
Okay.
and focusing on the desired outcome, not the nitty-gritty of how it all unfolds.
Right.
He talks about this idea of divine timing.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, like things happening exactly when they're meant to.
Right.
Even if it doesn't make sense to us,
Yeah, yeah.
in our own little timelines.
Yeah. Does that resonate with you at all?
It's funny you should mention that because I used to be like a chronic planner.
Really?
Like I had to have every detail mapped out.
Yeah.
But then I had this experience where everything just kind of fell apart.
Oh, no.
It was like a job loss and a relationship ending all at the same time.
Wow.
And it felt like the universe was totally against me,
Yeah.
But looking back now,
Yeah.
I could totally see how those seemingly negative events
Right.
actually led me to something so much better.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's like Wondunna-Foley says, sometimes we need to trust that the universe has a bigger vision for us
Right.
than we can see at the moment.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like taking a leap of faith.
It is.
And speaking of leaps, Wondunna-Foley also talks about this abundance of opportunities that are
Oh, yeah.
just waiting for us.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to appear in these unexpected ways
Interesting.
and lead to all these positive transformations.
I see.
The key, he says, is being open
Okay.
and saying yes to the universe's guidance.
So what kind of opportunities are we talking about here?
Right. That's what I was wondering, too. It all sounds kind of vague to me.
Well, I mean, he doesn't give a specific roadmap,
Right.
which I think is intentional.
Okay.
It's more about being open to the unexpected
I see.
and, stepping outside our comfort zones.
Okay.
It could be different for everyone. For
Right.
one person, it might be like a chance encounter
Yeah.
that leads to a new career.
Okay.
For someone else, it could be this sudden urge to travel,
Oh, yeah.
and that opens them up to a whole new culture
Right.
and way of life.
So it's about recognizing those moments.
Yeah, those nudges.
Those synchronicities that
Yeah.
feel like they're aligned with something bigger.
Exactly.
Which brings us to the final concept,
Okay.
and maybe the most intriguing one, entering a new timeline.
Oh, wow.
So Wondunna-Foley kind of paints this picture of a completely new reality on Earth.
Really?
Like new relationships,
Interesting.
new opportunities,
Yeah.
and a life that's totally aligned with our true purpose.
Wow.
It's like stepping into a parallel universe.
Yeah, it's a powerful vision.
It is.
And I think it speaks to this collective shift in consciousness.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's not just about individual transformation.
Right.
It's about humanity as a whole evolving
I see.
to this more harmonious way of being.
Okay, so what stands out to you about this new world?
Well, I think the idea of collective evolution is what's really compelling.
Right.
It's not just about me improving my own life.
Yeah.
It's about all of us
Right.
creating a better world for everyone.
So we've explored dissolving challenges,
Yeah.
trusting the process,
Embracing opportunity.
embracing opportunities.
And entering a new timeline.
Right. It's a lot to think about.
It is.
So I'm going to leave you with one final thought.
Okay.
If you could design your ideal new reality on Earth, what would it look like?
Wow.
And what role would you play in creating it?
That's a great question.
It is a big question.
Yeah.
But maybe by just contemplating it, we
Yeah.
can each kind of contribute to making that happen.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive.
Yeah, this is great.
I hope you enjoyed it.
I did.
And until next time, keep exploring
Absolutely.
and keep diving deep.
Will do.
All right. See you later.
Bye.